Hello, and welcome to Do Movies. In this video, I will count down the top 10 best most famous movies of 2024 so far. These are some of the top new science fiction, action thrillers, and fantasy adventure films that have come out in 2024. These are our top picks, while there are several more that are equally good, but did not make the final list for the top 10. So let's examine which recent new films are worth your time, and which ones have been the best thus far. And do let us know in the comments how many movies you have seen from this list, and which one is your favorite.
10. Despicable Me 4. This movie has 6.3 IMDb. Despicable Me 4 is a 2024 American animated comedy film produced by Illumination and distributed by Universal Pictures. It serves as the sequel to Despicable Me 3:2017, the fourth main installment, and the sixth overall installment in the Despicable Me franchise. The film was directed by Chris Renaud, co-directed by Patrick Delich in his feature directorial debut, produced by Chris Meledandri and Brett Hoffman, and written by Mike White and Ken Dorio.
9. Deadpool x Wolverine. This movie has an 8 IMDb. Deadpool and Wolverine is a 2024 American superhero film based on Marvel Comics featuring the characters Deadpool and Wolverine. Produced by Marvel Studios, Maximum Effort, and 21 Laps Entertainment, and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. It is the 34th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe MCU and the sequel to Deadpool 2016 and Deadpool 2018. The film was directed by Sean Levy.
8. If. This movie has a 6.5 IMDb. If is a 2024 American fantasy comedy drama film written, produced, and directed by John Krasinski. The film features an ensemble cast that includes Kaylee Fleming, Ryan Reynolds, Krasinski, Fiona Shaw, Alan Kim, and Lisa Collins-Ayox, along with the voices of Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Louis Gossett Jr.B., and Steve Carell. Combining live action and animation, the film follows a young girl Fleming who goes through a difficult experience and begins to see everyone's imaginary friends who have been left behind as their real-life children have grown up. 7. The Fall Guy. This movie has a 6.9 IMDb. The Fall Guy is a 2024 American action comedy film directed by David Leitch and written by Drew Pearce, loosely based on the 1980s TV series. The plot follows a stuntman Ryan Gosling working on his ex-girlfriend's Emily Blunt directorial debut action film, only to find himself involved in a conspiracy surrounding the film's lead actor, Aaron Taylor Johnson. The cast also features Hannah Waddingham, Teresa Palmer, Stephanie Hsu, and Winston Duke. The Fall Guy premiered at SXSW on March 12, 2024, and was released in the United States on May 3 by Universal Pictures. The film received generally positive reviews from critics, but underperformed at the box office, grossing $118 million worldwide against a $125 million production budget. 6. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. This movie has a 6.9 IMDb. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is a 2024 American science fiction action film directed by Wes Ball and written by Josh Friedman. It is the fourth installment in the Planet of the Apes reboot film series and the 10th film overall, serving as a standalone sequel to War for the Planet of the Apes 2017. The film stars Owen T, Freya Allen, Kevin Durant, Peter Macon, and William H. Macy. The film takes place many generations after the events of war and follows Noah T, a young chimpanzee who embarks on a journey alongside May Allen, a human woman, to determine the future for apes and humans alike. 5. Love Lies Bleeding. This movie has a 6.7 IMDb. Love Lies Bleeding is a 2024 romantic thriller film directed by Rose Glass from a screenplay she co-wrote with Weronika Tafilska, and starring Kristen Stewart, Katie O'Brien, Gina Malone, Anna Baryshnikov, Dave Franco, and Ed Harris. It is an international co-production between the United Kingdom and the United States. Set in 1989, the film's plot follows the lesbian relationship between a reclusive gym manager, who is part of a crime family, and an ambitious bodybuilder who gets wrapped up in organized crime. 4. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. This movie has a 7.6 IMDb. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga is a 2024 Australian post-apocalyptic action film directed and produced by George Miller, who wrote the screenplay with Nico Lathouris. It is the fifth installment in Miller's Mad Max franchise, and the first not focused on series protagonist Max Rokitansky, instead acting as both a spin-off prequel to Mad Max, Fury Road 2015, and an origin story for the Fury Road character Furiosa, portrayed by Anya Taylor-Joy and Alila Brown in the prequel, set 15 to 20 years before the events of Fury Road. The film follows the title character's life for over a decade, from her kidnapping by the forces of warlord Dementis Chris Hemsworth to her ascension to the rank of Imperator. Tom Burke also stars as Praetorian Jack, a military commander who befriends Furiosa. Several Fury Road cast members return in supporting roles, including John Howard, Nathan Jones, and Angus Sampson reprising their characters. 3. Quiet Place Day 1. This movie has a 6.3 IMDb. A Quiet Place, Day 1 is a 2024 American apocalyptic horror film written and directed by Michael Sarnowski, based on a story he conceived with John Krasinski. It is the third installment in the A Quiet Place film series, serving as a spin-off and prequel. The film stars Lupita Nyong'o as a terminally ill woman during the early stages of an invasion in New York City by blind, extraterrestrial creatures with an acute sense of hearing. The supporting cast includes Joseph Quinn, Alex Wolff, and Jimin Hounsou, who reprises his role from A Quiet Place Part 2. 2. Joker, Folie, Deux. This movie has a 7.3 IMDb. Joker, Folie, Deux is an upcoming American musical psychological thriller film directed by Todd Phillips from a screenplay co-written with Scott Silver. It is the sequel to Joker 2019, loosely based on DC Comics characters, and stars Joaquin Phoenix reprising his role as the Joker, with Lady Gaga joining the cast as his love interest, Harley Quinn. Zazie Beetz also reprises her role from the previous film, while Brendan Gleeson and Catherine Keener also join the cast. It is produced by Warner Bros. Pictures and DC Studios in association with joint effort. 1. Dune Part 2. This movie has 8.5 IMDb. Dune Part 2 is a 2024 American epic science fiction film directed and co-produced by Denis Villeneuve, who co-wrote the screenplay with John Spates. The sequel to Dune 2021, it is the second of a two-part adaptation of the 1965 novel Dune by Frank Herbert. It follows Paul Atreides as he unites with the Freeman people of the desert planet Arrakis to wage war against House Harkonnen. Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Zendaya, Charlotte Rampling, and Javier Bardem reprise their roles from the first film, with Austin Butler, Florence Pugh, Christopher Walken, and Ella Seydoux joining the ensemble cast.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching this video. Comment your favorite movie in this list. Like and subscribe to my channel. See you guys in another video.